Okay, all right. So yesterday we were doing some past paper questions, which were basically coming from the new topic that we discussed yesterday. That was congruence and similarity. And we know when exactly two shapes are congruent, when they are exactly the same, right? That means same shape, same dimensions. And we had 4 tests in order to see if the shapes are congruent or not. Let's just quickly see what exactly those tests were. So the first test was SSS, that is side, side, side. The 3 sides must be same. The second test was side, angle, and side. Okay, so 2 sides are same, then the angle is same, and then the side next to that angle has to be same. Test 3 was angle side, but in order to understand it better, we made our own word, that is angle side angle. So these should be same. Okay, and the fourth test was basically for triangles that have a 90 degrees angle in them, that is also called right angle triangle. And the rule was that both the triangles have 90 degrees angle. The side opposite to this 90 degrees, that is basically called the hypotenuse side, that side has to be same, and then there should be another side that is same, right? So this was the fourth property. So we did some questions and then we had some discussion about similarity. For similarity, we have 2 things. Number one, the ratio stuff about the lengths, about the area, about the volume. And number two, the angles. The internal angles must be same if two shapes are similar. Okay. So let's just use all this knowledge in some questions just so we get to practice the concept. And here is the next question that we will talk about now. Okay. Acha. It says A, B, C, and D are points on the circle with center O. Okay. TA and TC are tangents to the circle. TDOB is a straight line. Everything is visible. We can see that. ATO is X degrees. I can also see that. Show that the triangle OAT is congruent to the triangle OCT. Give a reason for each statement you make. Okay. So I did not include the number of marks this question had, but this is basically a question, and here you need to justify your answer using the names of the properties, right? Like here it would be used, and these names are something that you guys already know. So for instance, if let's say if you forget, if for some reason you forget the name of the property, that is fine. You can just write a small line of 4 to 5 words which is explaining the concept. Even that is good. Okay. Acha. Let's see. Now I need to prove that OAT and OCT are congruent. Yes, those four tests were basically tests for congruency. They are not properties, they are tests. Properties, I'll tell you what exactly is a property. Okay, don't worry about it. Acha. So I need to prove that OAT and OCT are congruent. What I can see is that OA and OC, both of these lines are basically what? They are radius of the circle. So radius and radius, they are same. Okay. So this and this, they are same because it is the radius, and the radius has to be same. Number two, if you look at AT and if you look at CT, what is this? Aren't they same? So there was a property.
Tangent lines are same from a point.
Yes, very good. Well done. If you have two tangent lines coming from a point, okay, so that point is T. We have one point and both the tangent lines are coming from this point. So what was the rule? The rule was that the length of the tangent lines has to be same. Now we don't remember that what exactly was that property name. There wasn't any property name. So you can just write it down this way. Tangents coming from one point are equal in length. That is more than enough. Okay. So this is equal to this. So far we got two sides same in both the triangles. And where is the third side? Here is the third side. It is being shared by both the triangles. So that is very obvious that this is same in both the triangles. So very good, Taha, you were right. three sides are same in these two triangles, so you will say that, first of all, we'll write it down this way. OA is equal to OC. Why? Because
they both are radius. They both
yes,
are the
very,
radius.
very good. Yes, you're right. Because they are radius. Okay, you or whatever you want to write down, you can write it down. The English does not matter in maths, so that's fine. Okay. Then OT is same in both triangles. So far we were able to justify two sides, and then AT is equal to CT because
They come. They are they are tangent, and they
hmm,
come from the same point.
very good, because the length of tangents coming from a point is equal or is same. Okay, equal is an appropriate word for maths. Okay, so since OA is equal to OC, OT and OT is same, AT is equal to CT, this implies through SSS, side, OAT is congruent to OCT, and this is your answer. And yes, you would have to write down some explanations as well, and this is how we write them down. Okay, so this was the question. Okay, I hope that this is clear. If anyone has any query, you guys can ask me. Okay, acha, let's talk about this next question. Okay, please pay attention. This is the last question, then we'll shift to the new PDF. Okay, this is basically another question from the similar topic. A, B, and C are points on the circle with center O. AB is equal to BC. Now, this is mentioned that this line is basically equal to this line. This is something that we know already. Okay. P is the midpoint of chord AB and Q is the midpoint of chord BC. Okay. So, this means that AP is equal to PB. Why? Because AP has been bisected by OP. Okay. And this length right here is same as this length. So I am just going to erase this, and that is it. Okay. So just by looking at the first two lines, I was able to see that AP is equal to PB and CQ is equal to QB. Why? Because AB is equal to CB, and because P and Q are the midpoints of two lines, so the two lines would be bisected. Okay. Prove that the triangle OAP is congruent to the triangle OCQ. Give a reason for each statement you make. Okay. सबसे पहले तो I'll just look up for the radius because I know that is
Can
same.
I- can I answer?
Yes, you can answer. Hmm.
This one can be done in multiple ways. There is a right angle on
Mm-hmm.
OQ. Wait.
Yes. OQC,
Yes,
right?
yes,
This one.
yes.
Very good.
And the other one as well.
And can you justify this? Like they've written you to give a
Right,
reason?
right, right. Hypotenuse and side.
Yes,
Ma'am, it's
that.
because the radius is like when the radius bisects the chord, there is a 90 degrees angle formed. It's a property.
Yes, that is a property. Very good. Okay, but that you're 100% correct. Both of you very well done. But the only issue is that this is not a radius, right? So it's just this, that your when a chord is being bisected from a line coming from center, so automatically the angle is 90 degrees, and this line certainly can be the radius. But for this case only, it's not the radius, right? But you are correct. Very good, both of you. Excellent. Okay. Acha, and you were right, Taha. So we have multiple ways of proving this. That's very right. Okay. Acha. What I know is, K. this is the radius, this is also the radius. So these two lengths are same. Okay, so I can just write it down this way. OA is equal to OC. Why? Because radius. Okay, this is how I'm writing it down. Next, AP is equal to CQ because AB and CB were same, and AP and CQ would be same. Okay, so technically I can write it down this way. Those who were not able to understand this, please tell me.
I understand.
Okay, this justification that AP is equal to CQ because AB is equal to CB. Why? Because that was given. Okay, this is why they are same, because P and Q are the midpoints. Acha, okay, I'll explain this again. Don't worry, just pay attention. Okay, this thing was given that AB is equal to BC. This thing was given. So this length AB and CB, they are equal. Okay. P and Q are basically bisecting the line. So imagine that AB is basically of 4 centimeters, for example. CB is also going to be of 4 centimeters. When P would bisect this would become 2. When Q would bisect this would become 2. So the two lengths are same. AP is equal to CQ, right? Is it fine now? Yes, Urva?
Yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Okay, perfect. So I am going to erase this now because that was something I used for explanation. Okay, the two lengths are same. Okay. What about OP and OQ? Yes, are these two same?
Yes, because they are chords that come from point O.
Yes, now I'll tell you. The thing is, yes, they are same because they look same and even we know that they are same. But the best idea would be to use those properties which basically exist and which you guys are easily able to explain as well. Okay, so just as the way you told Taha earlier, that this angle is going to be 90 degrees and why? The explanation was 100% correct by a student. When we have a chord, like AB is a chord and CB, they have two chords, okay? When this chord is being bisected by a line coming from center, it is given that this was a property that this angle right here has to be right angle or 90 degrees. Similarly, this is also going to be 90 degrees. Okay, so you can either use the fourth test, that we have two same sides and the side opposite to hypotenuse is same. You can either use that, or what else did we study? Let's go and have a look at all the properties just so we can revise this. Okay, here we had side, angle, side. Okay, so you have one side, then you have angle, and then you have side. Let's see if this can be used in our case or not. Okay, we'll have to check that first. Side, angle, side. Okay, what is happening in our case? We have a side, and then we have this angle. So side, angle, side would have meant that this angle and this angle must be same, right? This is what side, angle, side would have meant. So this means that we cannot use this property, although we know that the angles would be same. But the best thing would be that if you are able to see it's a right angle triangle, let's just go with that. Okay, so APO is equal to CQO, that is 90 degrees. So using right angle hypotenuse side test, that was test 4, we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Okay, and what was this test exactly? Both triangles must have right angle, that is true. Side opposite to right angle must be same, that is true because the side is radius. And then there should be another side. It just says side, another side. Okay, so this side is equal to this side. So this is why the two triangles are congruent. Yes, anyone has any confusion in this? Because the next question is comparatively difficult, so please tell me right now if you were not able to understand anything.
No, ma'am.
No,
Oh,
ma'am, I understood.
okay, perfect. Very good. So we are done with this, and now we need to talk about some new questions. Okay, one last question from this topic, and then we will talk about some other stuff. Okay. Okay. Now this question is basically the 20th question about similarity. It says, triangle ABC is mathematically similar to triangle PQR. Now you have been told that the two triangles are similar. Okay, this is given. Find the value of x. It's very simple. What do we know? When two triangles are similar, their lengths have
Yes, ma'am.
ratios
We
that
will
is
take ratios.
very good. Okay, so we can do it this way: small divide by big. What would be the ratio? 2.8. Sorry, what have I done? 2.8 divided by 3.2, and then the other ratio is going to be small 1.61 divided by x. So at this point we can just cross multiply, and when we will cross multiply, we would get 2.8x equals 1.61 multiplied by 3.2, and then you can use your calculators for this part. So 1.61 multiplied by 3.2 divided by 2.8 is
X
basically
1.84.
very good, 1.84. Excellent. It's 1.84 centimeters, and this is your answer. Okay, this was an easy part, and since the two figures were similar, we were able to do it easily. Very good. This is a 3-mark question, and this is something important. Okay, now pay attention. The diagram shows two mathematically similar bowls. Again, this is given that the two bowls are similar. The larger bowl has a capacity of 7.8 liters and height 11.5 centimeters. The smaller bowl has a capacity of 4 liters. Calculate the height of the bowl. अच्छा, सबसे पहले तो what do we have? We have their capacity. So we can use their capacities to make the ratio. Okay, yes, Surva, I'll share that. Don't worry. We can use these liters to make the ratio. But what exactly are these liters representing? Is it length? Is it area? Is it volume? What exactly do we use liters to measure?
Ma'am,
Volume.
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Okay. So liters mean that we are talking about the volume. Volume can be in centimeter cube, meter cube, or it could be in liters. Both are correct. Okay. Volume ratio. What is volume ratio? Again, I can do big divided by small, small divided by big. That does not matter. Big divided by small. 7.8 liters divided by 4 liters. Now this is the ratio of volume. I need to find height. For that, I need the ratio of length. How do I find the ratio of length? We know that whenever we have volume, the unit is cubic unit and length has centimeter unit, right? So we have centimeter cube for the volume and centimeter for length. So what we do is we just take the cube root at this point. Okay, please pay attention. If you have volumes and you need to find length, you cannot use the volume ratio because that would not give you the correct answer. You need to have an appropriate length ratio, and to have an appropriate length ratio, you need to find the cube root of this thing. Okay, let me see how many students are there. Okay, acha. So how do we take cube root? Use your calculators, press shift, then the square root button, you would automatically get cube root. Then 7.8 divided by 4, 1.2493. Okay, just write the entire thing.
Yes.
Very good. So this has given us the length ratio, and that is again big divide by small. In the numerator we have 1.249 divided by, we do not have anything in the denominator, I'll just write this one, that's fine. Okay, now this is my length ratio. Okay, so 1.249 divided by 1 equals, I have the height of the bigger.
11.5
Very good.
divided by over x.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. And now cross multiplication. So x is going to be 11.5 divided by whatever you got on your calculators as the previous thing. So for that, how do? We do 11.5 divided by and then press the answer key. Answer key has the previous answer stored in it. Okay. And this is going to give you 9.2. This is 9.2 centimeters. This is the correct answer. Yes, anyone who has any difficulty in this and who was not able to understand, please tell me.
No, ma'am, I understand.
No difficulty.
Okay, Urva, are you good with this? Very good, Vipesh, your answer was correct. Let me see. Abdullah, do you have any query? And Noor, anything?
No, miss.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Well done. Excellent. So this means that congruency and similarity is done, and this is how it is. Okay. Acha. Baki to obviously I'll get to see when I'll give you a surprise quiz, and then things would get even better. But obviously, you guys are preparing on your ends. I know that. Okay. Acha. Let's talk about the next thing. Okay. Okay. Let me just give a quick background of this thing. Let me start the recording again as well.